Teeaichi from the V.
Oh man. Oh man.
How you doing today? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. This is like a long time coming. I feel like this is good that we can have conversation now, because we haven't even me and Theron haven't hung out in a long time, because I feel like it's always some life be lifing for real.
We always working.
Yeah.
We always working.
But that's good though. What has it been like as far as like managing school and the work life? How has that been?
Oh man. Well, I guess I wouldn't say my work life is non-existent, because I work at an awesome radio station. It's the right now. But I would say the balance has been, it's taken some getting used to.
Okay.
Because one, I'm at Full Sail. Shout out alma mater. Hi y'all.
Hi y'all. How you doing?
But my schedule changes every month. Mm-hmm. So as that goes on, I have to kind of take what I do here and be like, okay, how can I make this fit with this? Because I also have a show myself, and I'm working on scheduling that and all that. More information on that later.
Do you feel like it applies to where, because I like Full Sail, because it's like when I was going through things in life, we were like talking about it in class. Not talking about it in class, but it aligned like with the assignments that I was doing and stuff. So like, do you feel like what you're learning in school is helping you kind of in the studio as well? Oh,
most definitely. It's a weird, I feel like there's a Matrix joke somewhere in here where it's like life almost, you get the tutorial and then life kind of throws a challenge at you that says, hey, this has directly to do with what you just learned. Let's see if
Let me see if you was really listening for real.
You got to the tutorial.
And usually we don't be, because like you'll be going through the same thing and the cycle just keeps continuing. But hey, it is what it is.
That it is.
So how old are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am 22.
Okay. So that means you out here, you still learning things, navigating stuff.
Oh, most definitely. Definitely.
Are you single for the ones knowing out there?
Yes, I am single.
So what's that been like? Because you've been an artist in Orlando. I know you're trying to work on your appearance and stuff like that. So you out here fresh, like the ladies. Oh, get at them, y'all, all right?
Oh, man. Okay, well, to answer that question, I guess the single life, it's been, I wouldn't even say different, because not gonna lie, it's been I'd say 2-3 years. I've been single for a minute. It taught me to be by myself, I guess is the right way to say it. Almost, well, actually, I guess let me bigger picture it. So I'm from Virginia, and most people think oh man, Richmond, Charlottesville, Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is the closest to me, yeah, but I'm an hour away from it. I live in this real small, rural town before I came to Florida. Florida was the biggest culture shock of my life. I learned city-ish. Oh, and I'm still going through it every day. I go all the way wait, that happens? That happens? I can't think of any explanation or of any examples, but I'll be wait, that happens here?
Yeah.
That's I saw that in a show.
It's my life is a movie for real. Yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of cool though. Just dang, I'm actually here. People ask about me, alright, because I'm out here living, and I feel like you definitely one of them. You've been doing a lot of big dope things, especially recently in school and stuff. Is there anything that you want to celebrate yourself for? Because we gotta definitely have some positive notes today. So what's some things that you want to celebrate?
Oh man, you're gonna bring up my imposter syndrome. But I did. I have a couple of things actually. Now that you say that, I'm what are the good things in my life? I had my pilot for my radio show.
Yes,
to the T. I get producers and we talk about beats. To put it really simply,
get to geek out on the beat side.
Oh, I get to be a full audio nerd. Physics is my thing. I will. Don't get me started on physics. That will talk your head off. I will. But there was that. I had one of my biggest performances ever. It was actually a talent show at my school. Funny enough. They filmed it. It was a really, really big production. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't even like a I'm mad of like not winning per se. It
Oh,
was like
I literally was
that.
about to bring that topic up. I'm so glad you said that. Okay, before you even say what you about to say, all right, because we both have been in a couple conversations. I mean, I said conversations, competitions recently. So
Right.
like, how does it feel, honestly and truthfully? Like, I haven't won one yet either. So it's just like sometimes it can be hard when you're like, not really winning out here. I mean, it's not no loss. It's a lesson, okay? It's all we learning.
The L is not for loss. The L is for lesson.
But how does it feel?
I say what I don't take away in like, I guess the idea of like the trophy and like the number one slot, I take away in like some form of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say there's few to no competitions that I haven't felt like I took something from.
Exactly.
Like the next competition, like, this is a great plug here. I've been doing the Indie Jams competitions.
Hey, September 10th. Check it out. Tickets online.
Road to Cali. Your boy's performing. I'm coming back again. But it's been like every competition I learn something different. Mm-hmm. Like each time, and it's like a list of people. The list keeps getting bigger every time I do a competition. But they'll be like, what songs you doing? And I'm like, dang, y'all know I'm already planning this. Y'all know I already have a plan. Why? But it changes every time, and I feel like I get to adapt a little more each time.
That's great.
So that's the takeaway with competitions for me, at least.
So what's something that we're going to see differently between the previous competition and the one that we see coming up soon, just from you?
Ooh,
energy, kind of like the actual music itself. Like,
I think definitely some different. Well, it'll be some new music. I think I have a new song or two that I might be using for the competition. Some new songs, definitely some different energy. I don't know what happened, but I guess working more out and having to talk to people has given me like this, okay, I understand what I should say here, because I've always felt, oh man, this is the deep part, isn't it? But I've always felt kind of really like alien almost whenever like situation I'm in. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be doing something, or I meet somebody and I'll be like, what do I even say here? What is the proper conversational term here?
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that goes into confidence a little bit, because like I feel that way all the time. Like I feel like I'm just like the all ball out, or I don't like really belong there for real. I'm just like weird, like, oh my god. But I feel like just really tapping into being okay with being that weird person, being okay with being the all ball out, because like why the fuck would you want to be like everybody else anyway? And most people don't even know who they are, so it's just like you thinking too much about it. So that goes within like to overthinking as well, because we're chronic overthinkers.
Oh man.
So like tell me a little bit of what that looks like.
Overthinking. How do I want to describe it? I would think, at least my level of overthought, I almost like, I'm a huge comic nerd, so I'm probably going to make some superhero references in here, but I kind of Batman the hell out of everything I do. I'm like the one of like contingency for my contingency for that contingency. I'm like watching things going on, and I'm like, that would be a great plan for how to stop this from happening in a situation that it happens. Mm-hmm. It's like that, and almost like just planning for, I guess, the unplanned, and it hit a point where I'm like, wow, I really think things through like ridiculous amounts.
Yeah. And I think it's like a very thin line, because that's important, because it's like you want to know how it's going to be, and it's kind of like visualizing where it could be in the future, but just like too much in the point. So I feel like we eternally know the things that we could work on. So in that sense, what's something that you want to try to work on to not be in that space?
Oh man, well, I actually had a friend of mine ask me about this earlier. Funny enough, it was like, I think a week ago. We were downtown, and I think no, this wasn't a week ago. This was actually, it might have been at a competition. Funny enough, wow, great way to circle back to that. But we were at a competition, and I had been walking some of my friends to their car, and he was like, how do you just talk to people like you've only met them once and y'all talk like y'all have known each other for years? Right. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, at this point it's just say something. Like it can rattle around in your head all day, it can do that, and I let it all the time, and that's where I guess the overthink comes from, because I'm like, I don't say it, and it just sits there, and then more thoughts branch off from it, and it gets crazy.
Yeah.
But if anything, it's take the thought and turn it into action before you get the chance to like
spiral.
Before you spiral. That's a great word. So now I'm kind of like, I wouldn't even call it. I wouldn't even say like I'd say I like being the oddball now, almost
embracing it.
Almost definitely. I'll say something ridiculous, and now it's become a staple of my friends where I'll say something and they'll be like, I can't be surprised by that because that's you. Or they'll be expecting it. They'll be like, all right, what's your out-of-pocket thing today? What's the thing today? But I'd say that's a good strategy for me.
I like that. Just kind of like, just do it. Like my favorite slogan that I used to say when I was like first starting this like journey with the radio show and everything, just do it. Nike has the best slogan. They're probably making endless money right now because it's like, check, it's already done. Like, the slogan doesn't get any better than that, like literally. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I really appreciate you just coming on. Is there anything else that you would like to leave off with the audience, like something that's just on your heart and how you're feeling today? You got a megaphone, so what do you want to say to the people?
Oh man, there's a lot of things I can say. There's a lot of things I can say. But no, I'd say trust what life is doing. I guess, I don't know.
Ooh,
I feel like we're all moving in a direction, and at some point it's going to make sense, because more times than not it doesn't make sense until it makes sense.
Definitely. That it's not going to make sense until it makes sense. Trust in the process, guys. Like, we got this. We may not feel like it all the time, but we have an 100% track record of making it through bad days. So if you made it through that previous bad day, you're going to make it through this bad day that's not even that bad for real. So you just got to keep going.
If you're alive, you're not struggling with depression. Depression is struggling with you.
So get them gloves on, ready up. We got another week ahead. I hope you guys definitely, get on that gear to battle this life shit. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And yeah, we ouchie.
Let me tell a story of something not so euphoric. A middle fucking child whose image is so distorted. When everyone was looking at him, boring and ignored him, he had to come to terms. He's an outcast, 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 outcast. Outcast, 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 outcast. Hold up, let me vent. Get this shit out of my head. Lose my mental. Painful shit that never ends. Back when I dreamed of being happy, everybody called it sappy. And when I think back, you know what else was really crappy? I didn't know many. Yeah, I lived my life in the blink. Maybe that's why people call me fucking childish, I think. Now they see all the shows and they flip like a switch. So don't ever be surprised when I flip out on you, bitch. Like I'm cool now or some shit. I just go out being different. Now I'm flipping like the script, being bullied to a kick. And I know just what you think. Yeah, I know that's what you're thinking. Y'all like, ooh, this nigga tripping. I'm an outcast, 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 outcast. 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 Alright, on a realer note, me and my family don't see eye to eye sometimes, and I feel like unrelatable. See, my brain is amazing. It's inescapable, and I've been through the training. My level's untakeable, outside of meticulous. Don't get it, so picture this. Like some are too old and some are too young. You never had the same idea of fun, they call it generational. Giving me seeds is not easy to be me. I'm good at hiding, so what we see. But I want you to show no proof. In school they gon' hold you to, in crowds and rallies. It's loud and rowdy when they tell you sit down. They